Do you think investing in Tesla stock will help you to become a millionaire? Many are persuaded that this is more than conceivable. Both institutional investors and retail investors agree that Tesla stock is a worthwhile investment. Star investor Cathie Wood herself has been on a purchasing binge for months now, so you surely would not want to miss this. Known to be a Tesla bull, Cathie Wood swims against prevailing currents to grab up more Tesla shares for ARK Invest. While other investors have been hurrying to sell their shares from the leading EV business despite the dip, celebrity investor Cathie Wood is doing the opposite. Notably, Tesla shares plummeted 65% in the past year. Although investors are anxious about competition in the electric car market and economic headwinds, Tesla has proved it can keep its lead as well as boost sales in spite of hurdles like inflation and supply chain issues. In terms of market share, the EV maker has 65% of the US market and a whopping 86% of the premium EV market according to SP Global Mobility. While there is increased competition in the EV business, Tesla has the lead and the brand strength that could maintain its position over the long haul. Moreover, it's recently scaled up its manufacturing capability with 2 massive plants that should help it satisfy demand. In terms of sales and deliveries, Tesla has proved that it can perform in difficult times. In the third quarter, the company achieved record sales, operating profit, and free cash flow. Tesla's operating margin surpassed 17%, among the highest in the industry. Deliveries surged 40% last year to just than 1.3 million. The EV major reported previously further fourth quarter deliveries jumped 31%. That said, there are lots of reasons to be positive Tesla can continue to grow earnings as the economic climate improves and eventually reaches long-term delivery goals, which looks to cause concern for investors now. In fact, the corporation aspires to accomplish 50 average annual growth in car deliveries over time. Today, Tesla shares trade for 29 times projected profits forecast compared to more than 80 a year ago. At this pricing, it is quite obvious why Cathie Wood's consistently increased to her Tesla holdings in the past several months. This top growth stock has what it takes to return and expand in value. That might be wonderful news for Wood's portfolio over the long haul. In the last year, Cathie Wood saw Tesla as being valued over $5 trillion in 2026. Star investor fund ARK Investment Management bets big on electric vehicle producer Tesla, even after Tesla shares plummeted numerous times last year. Wood remains a fervent Tesla proponent. In fact, in an interview with Yahoo Finance, Wood said ARK had met with General Motors CEO Mary Barra. Why does Cathie Wood believe that one may become a millionaire with Tesla stock? According to her, when you look at Tesla's revenue growth over the previous 5 years, it is compounded at around 48% every year. She underlined that it was even at a time when Tesla had been facing a lot of difficulties. She further indicated that their forecast, referring to herself and ARK Invest, for the next 10 years is in the 50 to 60% area. Over the past several months, while other investors have been busy selling their Tesla shares due to its persistent bad performance in the stock market, Wood has been on a dip buying binge. In October alone, Wood bought another 66,190 Tesla shares around mid-October on top of the approximately 132,000 she bought earlier that month. ARK's first purchase in October was made after Tesla reported missed deliveries in early October. When Tesla released its delivery and production numbers through a press release, and once again when the stock plummeted following Tesla's Q3 report. Then in early November, Cathie Wood's ARK Invest stocked up on Tesla shares in its innovation, next-generation internet, and autonomous technology and robotics ETFs. The company's 3 funds recognized a purchasing opportunity in the automaker's recent slide on Wall Street. ARK's innovation ETF bought 27,594 shares in the second week of November, while the next-gen internet and autonomous tech and robotics ETFs added 2,909 shares and 9,173 shares, respectively. Yet again, in mid-December, ARK Invest, Wood's investment management firm, snapped up 74,862 shares of the electric vehicle producer across 3 of her exchange-traded funds. According to a daily transaction report delivered via email, the purchase was valued at about $11.7 million. ARK's Tesla transaction consisted 61,537 shares for the ARK Innovation Fund, ARK 10,066 shares for ARK Autonomous Tech and Robotic ETF, ARKQ, and 3,259 for the ARK Next Generation Internet ETF, ARKW. Tesla is the 3rd largest stake within ARK's array of investment products after Zoom Communications and Exact Sciences. Wood's dip buying spree comes during a challenging month and year for Tesla as concerns rise among investors that Musk, as CEO, focused his attention away from the firm to run Twitter, the social media platform he recently acquired in a $44 billion take-private deal. In early January, Cathie Wood buys more Tesla to start 2023, even as persistent sell-offs pull down her flagship fund. Wood's flagship ARK Innovation ETF grabbed 145,000 shares of Tesla worth $15.7 million, while ARK's autonomous technology and robotics ETF nabbed a further 31,000 Tesla shares worth $3.4 million. According to daily transaction data, total Cathie Wood bought roughly $19 million in Tesla stock in early January alone. Although Tesla is undeniably suffering multiple challenges today, Cathie Wood believes Tesla's stock has miles to run and might increase to $1,500 in the next 5 years. I think there are people who won't buy his cars, she remarked in a Barron's interview, going on to speak to price decreases on Tesla's models. But if he does what we think he's going to do on the cost side, there are a lot of people who will use economics as their guide. And I think there are a lot more of those people than there are of the naysayers around Twitter. In a video, Wood showed how investors have the possibility to earn a fortune by keeping Tesla shares until 2025. When asked about her reasons for establishing a $3,000 price target for Tesla by 2025, she replied that there are a few significant variables, one of which is the market share of the EV industry, which is in the low 20s worldwide, as she claimed, and she believes Tesla would be able to reach that. She stated that today in the US, it is around 60% share. However, note that ARK's $3,000 price estimate has subsequently been modified. In ARK's new open source Tesla model, they updated Tesla's valuation model with a $600 price target in the best case scenario for Tesla shares in 2026 and up to more than $20K by 2030. ARK's modified open source Tesla model produces a projected value per share of $4,600 in 2026. The bull and bear cases, adjusted to the 75th and 25th percentile Monte Carlo outcomes, respectively, are around $5,800 and $2,900 per share. In fact, in recent months, Cathie Wood saw Tesla as being valued roughly $5 trillion in 2026. The updated model from ARK Invest shows updated assumptions for the total demand for autonomous ride-hail at each price point and the possibility that Tesla will solve for fully autonomous driving based on their analysis of consumers' perceived value of time. They foresee more demand for autonomous ride-hails at higher price points than originally modeled. What we're really interested in are the corner cases, explains Cathie Wood. Cathie Wood, who invests in firms engaging in disruptive innovation, won millions amid Tesla and other favorites' ascent in the early days of the pandemic until a devastating 2022 sell-off wiped away ARK's gains. Today, ARK has around $487 million worth of Tesla, its fifth largest position, most of which is in its trademark ETF, which has added more than 300,000 shares of Tesla to its portfolio over the previous month. Though a negative macroeconomic climate and elevated interest rates brought down the market as a whole, Tesla's decline mostly corresponded with Musk's purchase of Twitter, dedicating much of his time and financial resources to the social media firm, much to the ire of Wall Street. Wood has remained bullish amid the slump, predicting last month Tesla shares will hit 1,500 by 2027, indicating a more than tenfold increase. Overall, Cathie Wood believes that Tesla stock during the dip is a buying opportunity. That is very much clear with the way she continuously buying up Tesla shares whenever the stock hits a record low. Wood is certain that Tesla will be one of the most valuable firms one day, so investing in Tesla shares today will make investors millionaires when it happens. Make sure to subscribe to Tesla stock for more updates.